American social companies don't have a good track record with data privacy and user security. I mean, look at Facebook and Cambridge Analytica.
Videos like that featuring the CEO of TikTok are flooding the social media platform following his hearing before congressional lawmakers. Now, this was a hearing to determine whether or not banning TikTok from the United States makes sense. Of course, young people in America, particularly those who are enamored with TikTok, are not fans of that idea. But as he was testifying before members of Congress, some of those TikTok users are like, maybe.
Okay, so not about the ban, obviously, about this.
About him, yeah. About him. So his name is Shouzi Chu. That's the name of the CEO.
So look, guys, this is a fun story, but I want to tell you, banning TikTok, the idea of banning TikTok is very serious, and we now have a petition on it, and we wanted to go wild on TikTok. We want to get at least 100,000 signatures and let people in Congress know. Hashtag hands off TikTok. Get your stupid hands off TikTok. It's wildly unconstitutional. That's the link. You can. It's also in the description box. Well, I'll talk more about it at the end of the story, but make sure you click on it. But back to the fun stuff.
Now, it's worth talking about some of the ridiculous questions that were asked of the TikTok CEO during the hearing. It got a lot of attention, and that's what kind of led to some of the TikTok users really thinking about whether or not they find him attractive. Apparently, some people are really crushing on him. We'll get to that fun component in just a second. But first, the circus that was that congressional hearing with the TikTok CEO. Let's watch.
TikTok accessed the home Wi-Fi network.
Has ByteDance spied on American citizens?
I don't think that spying is the right way to describe it. The only face data that you get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face. We need to know where your eyes are.
And why do you need to know what the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated?
American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel. We call this initiative Project Texas.
Please rename your project. Texas is not the appropriate name. We stand for freedom and transparency, and we don't want your project.
You damn well know that you cannot protect the data and security of this committee or the 150 million users of your app, because it is an extension of the CCP.
From the data it collects to the content it controls, TikTok is a grave threat of foreign influence in American life.
I mean, wow, a lot to unpack there, but I just wanted to quickly mention the inability for TikTok to protect data of its users. Look, I don't trust any platform, any website, any online service to protect your data. You shouldn't either. I mean, Silicon Valley Bank was notified by the Federal Reserve overseers that they weren't doing enough to protect the personal data of their clients, of their customers, of their depositors, and they did nothing about it, and it didn't matter. No one held them accountable for that. Yeah, all of our data is super vulnerable to hackers, to people who are trying to steal our information and sell it in the black market. Like, it's just so weird to be hyper-focused on TikTok when this is a widespread issue.
Twitter's having massive issues right now with that, because they're down to like 3 employees, and they like keep getting hacked every other day, giant, enormous. But the owner of Twitter is a right-winger, so no hearings about Twitter, right? And so I'm surprised that the young people didn't find those legislators hot with all their idiocy, right? Like, oh, Twitter, get your name off the Texas, okay? We're for freedom. He's like, no, dude, I'm trying to use an American company on American soil to oversee so it doesn't go to China.
Right.
And he's like, I want it. Are you listening?
Please don't name it Texas.
Okay, Jesus.
We stand for freedom.
And one of the last legislators said, it's a grave threat. Yeah, it's a grave threat to their careers, because almost all of those users are young progressives, and both Republicans and corporate Democrats don't like that at all. So that's why we're doing the petition. Hashtag hands off TikTok. Make sure you sign the petition. We want to get it to them because they're going to be shocked. They're like, I thought everybody hated TikTok. No, there's 150 million people on it. Of course they don't hate it. And by the way, there's nearly 5 million businesses based off of TikTok. These guys who claim to care about business, all of a sudden, when voters might not be going in their direction, all of a sudden don't care about business. It's all political, guys. That's why we got to do the petition and kick their ass on this.
So we have another video. I'm going to talk over it and kind of explain what's going on. So the clip you're about to watch is one of the most shared clips on TikTok with over 1.3 million views. TikTokers took several screenshots of the CEO from the hearing set to a popular song, OMG, from K-pop group New Jeans. So that's fun. Obviously, we don't have the rights to that song, so we're not playing it. But nonetheless, clearly this is an ongoing trend at TikTok. So one person, a TikTok user, commented, "Y'all for real simping for the CEO of TikTok." And I have some comments to prove it. So here are some examples. One TikTok user says, "This is the second edit of CEO I've seen in the last 5 minutes. I pray there's more." While TikTokers are lusting for a bite of chew.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a good line. That was a good line. They're also mocking Congress for being so out of touch. So there needs to be an age limit in Congress. One caption by user Rachel Hanna said about a clip of US Representative Buddy Carter asking Chew whether the app tracks pupil dilation as a form of facial recognition to drive algorithms.
Why do you need to see your eyes? You heard it in that clip.
I did, it was great. In another clip, Representative Richard Hudson from North Carolina questioned Chew on how Wi-Fi connectivity works. So here was the question. So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok have access to that network?
I guarantee you he watches porn and he's worried about it. Okay, guaranteed, because he doesn't know how technology works. So
that's hilarious, and you're probably right. You're probably right. One person mocking that question says, "Does TikTok access my battery to steal my electricity?" One user said, mocking Hudson. Now, only 39% of those under 30 support a ban on TikTok, according to a recent CBS Marist poll. And so, to your point, Cenk, this would impact them politically because of where young people stand on this particular issue.
Okay, so look. First of all, on the serious stuff, number one, it's deeply unconstitutional to take away the freedom of speech of 150 million Americans. Number two, you want to talk about cancel culture? They're trying to cancel 150 million people and their point of view and all of their videos and their voices. This is the biggest case of cancel culture you'll ever see. Do not stand for it, fight back. They're expecting you to be tame and timid like Democrats in DC. Don't listen to the hype, okay? And by the way, just quick grievance here. The Republicans started saying the Chinese Communist Party, right? Like my whole life, they've been saying China. All of a sudden they switched it to the Chinese Communist Party. Now Democrats are saying it.
Which, by the way,
every article is saying it as if they've been saying it all along.
Can we just address like how ridiculous it is when the whole reason why America has become increasingly hawkish toward China is because China's beating us economically because of their capitalist practices?
100%.
I mean, come on.
So don't believe any of this garbage that the legislators are putting out there. Fight for your rights. By the way, the right wing, when it's the Second Amendment, they fight tooth and nail. They fight like their life is dependent on it. Well, your livelihood is dependent on it, and a lot of things are dependent on TikTok surviving. So fight like hell for your constitutional rights. The link is in the description box. Make sure you sign the petition and get the word out there. And the TikTok users are right to warn legislators about Chew. And they're saying it's a trap, a thirst trap.
Oh, Cenk. Look at you.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.